Girl here, and hello and welcome to part number 3 of my Let's Play of Lord of the Rings Online's Fall Festival in 2017. Alright, so we are over in the Great Smeals' library now, and let's have a chat with Miss Took over here. If it'll pop up, that would be nice. There we go. You are looking for a book of scary stories. I cannot say that any come immediately to mind, for hobbits do not generally write down such things, though they do enjoy sharing them in person, especially in warm comfort with the dark of night, safely beyond shuttered panes and far away. You're welcome to look for yourself, Saelunil. Okay. Let's search the first shelf. Nothing on that one. Nothing on the second one. Nothing on the third one. There was something on the shorter shelf. You find a tattered book that seems to contain frightful tales. Well, this is very curious. I do not believe I have ever seen this book before. The letters on the cover are very faded and most indistinct. I cannot read very much of the title, but the first word seems to be chill. I believe it promises chilling tales, and a cursory examination seems to bear out this presumption. Feel free to take it with you, Saelunil, and bring it to Bingo Boffin for his perusal. May it increase his enjoyment of the Harvest Festival. I know he will see it return to me, eventually. Alright. So let's go bring him the book again. Let's head on out there through Tuckborough. Nay. I have a baby kitten in my lap right now, you guys. His name is Prince Eric, and he is wonderful, and I love him. He's also a black and white kitten, so he fits in with the harvesting very well. 'Cause black cats are awesome. I love black cats. Oh man, the Shire looks so pretty, you guys. I love the rolling hills and the greenery. It just seems so nice. Seems so nice and peaceful and, well, like the Shire. Exactly as I think it probably should. And you know, that's all you can really ask for. That's all you can ever ask for. And we are really close to having enough festival tokens to get the outfit I want for Saelunil. What is that? Yoinks! I hear fireworks, but I do not yet see them. There they are, over there. Prepare for lag! Oh boy. There go the fireworks. They're a lot harder to see since it's daylight at the moment, but whatever. It's all good. We saw them properly in part 1. Ah, this book looks perfect, Saelunil, thank you. I shall spend some time with becoming acquainted with the tales within, and it will be time to share spooky stories before you know it. Alright. It is nearly time, Saelunil. Let me know when you're ready, and we will go to the green fields together. Alright. Let's go. You simply must celebrate the spirit of the scary season with us. This is the perfect night to share spooky stories, Saelunil, even better than I hoped. Many of my cousin Priska's children have told me they have their own stories ready to share, and I have one of my own as well. Bolster your courage, my friend, and let us celebrate in the scary spirit of the season. You can choose who gets to share the first story, Saelunil. Alright, when I did this on my own time, I picked these two to do it. So, let's start with, Dinodus. I'm not telling a story, pick someone else, Saelunil, honestly. Oh, fine. Let's do Marigold, then. I overheard this story when I was very little, and it made quite an impression. I vowed never to let fear be the master of me, and so far it hasn't, and won't. Some hobbits could still learn that lesson, I'd say. Long ago, a wealthy hobbit named Longo Proudfoot lived alone in a fancy manor in Michael Delving. He enjoyed expensive things and employed many servants, and it was a poorly kept secret that he did not treat them well. He enjoyed the food they prepared for him, but he was consumed with distrust, and he feared they would sneak into the pantry and steal the ingredients within for their own families. So it was that Longo had strong locks and heavy bars installed on his pantry, and carried the only keys. When it was time for his servants to prepare his dinners, he would march them to the door, carefully unlock everything, and stand by watching while they removed what they needed. He carefully marked the quantities of each foodstuff, and if it seemed more was being withdrawn than was necessary, he had strong words at the ready. This continued for some time, but still Longo was certain that his servants were stealing his food. I cannot say for sure, but it seems to me that the extreme measures he used to prevent it must have inflamed the servants' desire to perpetuate some thievery, but that might just be my perspective as a rebellious hobbit. At any rate, there came a day when Longo's suspicions were at their greatest level, and he called all of his servants into the sitting room. "I no longer have need of your services," he proclaimed, and dismissed them all. "Go steal from someone else's larder," he cried as they streamed from the manor. That night, as Longo lay in his bed, he found that his suspicions had not been eased by the dismissing of all his servants. On the contrary, now he worried they would not be bound by loyalty and might break into the manor to gain access to his pantry. Where were his keys? Ah, here they are. Still, they might have already performed the deed and replaced the keys when they were done. Longo hurried to the pantry and found the many locks as he had left them earlier in the day. He unlocked every one and threw open the door, revealing shelf upon shelf of useful ingredients and foodstuffs. As he went inside for a closer look, he brushed the door... Careful, Eric. He brushed the door by mistake, and it swung shut behind him. If he had not been so focused on counting the bags of flour and inventorying the pickling jars, he might have heard the heavy bar fall into place outside the door, but he did not. Uh-oh, I see where this is going. No one knows how long it took before everyone noticed that they had not seen Longo Proudfoot set foot from his manor for some time, for he had told his servants not to return, and he had no friends or family to check on him. He might have lasted for quite some time in the well-stocked pantry, but in the end, after all, does it really matter if it was days or if it was months? But hobbits in the Shire have reported feelings of discomfort in their own pantries late at night, as if they were being watched from behind the shelves, and some folk have claimed to see eyes peering out at them from between the bags and boxes, eyes full of jealousy and distrust. The eyes of Longo Proudfoot. Sagwa. Sorry, one of my cats just jumped up on my desk. She is rude. Well, that was certainly something. Who should go next? Ooh. Let's see. How about Griffo? My story is a cautionary tale, but I urge you not to discount it, for it is also true, very true. The events of this story took place not so very long ago, shortly after the new homesteads were made available in the Shire. A very old and by most accounts rather unpleasant hobbit, the widow Spinner, was enamored as of one of the homes on Myrtle Court, and she greatly desired to purchase it. She was not the only interested buyer, of course, but she had the most money to spend, and she was able to outbid her chief rival, a young hobbit named Bob Newbuck. She purchased the most desirable home on Myrtle Court, and she lived there for several months, much to Bob's consternation. Excuse me, cat. Well, Bob wasn't one to give up, even when losing a contest, and he made it a point to pass by Myrtle Court as often as possible, scowling in the direction of the widow Spinner's home at every opportunity. One night, as he passed by the lane, he heard a strange voice calling into the darkness. He looked more closely and saw the widow Spinner standing in the yard beside her burrow, wearing a long nightshirt and a sleeping cap. Crazy old bat, Bob thought to himself as he continued down the lane on to his own, comparably disappointing and cramped burrow. Thinking back on that curious sight some time later, Bob decided that he might have been the last person to see the widow Spinner before she disappeared. Indeed, no one else could tell the sheriffs what had happened to her or where she had gone. Bob was as helpful as he could be, and he told them what little he knew, but it was not long before the widow Spinner was declared dead and 6 Myrtle Court was once again available to purchase. Bob wasted no time and purchased the house, and it was everything he had hoped it would be. He decorated it to his liking and lived there happily for several months. He was laying in bed one night sometime after midnight when he heard a voice. "Help me," it called from somewhere outside Bob's cozy bedroom. "What's that?" Bob wondered to himself, and pulled the covers up to his chin. "Help me," the voice called again. Bob squeezed his eyes shut, but then decided that the morning was too far off, and there would be no escaping the plaintive voice. He followed its call out of his bedroom, down the hall, and finally outside. The air was cold, and the night was dark, but he was able to hear the voice clearly enough to follow it to the side yard, where the well was dug. Sure enough, the voice echoed up from the dark hole in the ground. "Help me," it asked again. Bob leaned over the hole and scowled. "Spinner, if that's you down there," he began, but he wasn't able to finish the thought before something slammed into his back and he slipped on the wet grass. Bob tumbled down the well and everything went dark. When he awoke, he was lying half in and half out of the water, deep inside the well. A crevice in the wall opened into a chamber dug out of the dirt, and he was wedged painfully in that crack. He felt woozy, and it was hard to make his eyes focus. Gradually they did, and he saw the widow Spinner sitting on the floor, leaning against the wall of the dirt chamber, a teapot and several plates arranged around her. "Help me," the voice said once again, and Bob realized that it came not from the widow Spinner, but from somewhere much closer, right by his ear. "Help me set out the tea," it continued. "She will be so happy to have someone over for tea." Something pulled at his arm roughly, and Bob disappeared into the dirt chamber. He was never seen again. "I heard that 6 myrtle cord is available for purchase again, if you don't mind tea at midnight." Oh, I gave myself the shivers. Oh, goodness. "Nonsense, these stories are all rubbish," says Dinadus Boffin. "Not at all. Is it my turn? I have a good story to tell." Just got a quick sip of water there, you guys. The story I'm about to tell is older than each of the others we have heard tonight, for it dates from the earliest days of the Shire and is recorded in very few places. I found it in a book that Saelunil retrieved from the library of the Great Smeals, but it seems to me that there were few copies of that book ever made. Once I tell you this story, it will live on, and you should all remember it. Even in the earliest days of the Shire, festivals were already important to our distant ancestors. Were there Boffins even then? I'd like to think so, although I have not seen a family tree that extends back that far. Certainly some branches of our family trees bear similar names to those earliest inhabitants of the Shire, and I have seen accounts of Esmeraldas, Marigolds, Griffos, and Foscos, but I'm getting distracted. A young girl by the name of Menegilda desired to win a dancing competition, but her chief rival, one Peony, excelled at the art and bested her at every opportunity. Menegilda was obsessed with winning the great prize, and she became convinced that Peony owed her success to the violet shoes she always wore. Menegilda hatched a plan to steal the shoes. She surprised Peony on the banks of the Brandywine and demanded she hand over the shoes. Peony refused and said there was a spell on the shoes. They would work only at her command, and they would do Menegilda no good at all. Menegilda was not dissuaded. In fact, the revelation that the shoes were enchanted filled her with happiness. At last, an explanation for her continued failure to beat Peony at dancing. Peony removed the shoes and threw them at her rival. "Fine," she cried. "Have them. I will tell my father what you've done, and you won't be allowed to dance at all." This was a mistake, but Peony did not understand the rage that seethed within Menegilda's heart. Menegilda charged at her with her arms raised, and she pushed Peony into the river. She never surfaced. Menegilda put on her stolen shoes and returned to town. There were whispers, but no one had seen her encounter with Peony, and it was believed that Peony may have run away, seeking her fortune beyond the borders of the Shire. Menegilda did not care. Her every thought was bent on winning the next dance contest. A few weeks later, Menegilda wore her new shoes and danced on the stage before all the assembled hobbits. Everyone cheered and applauded, for they had never seen such dancing before, not even when Peony had participated. Menegilda was the clear winner. And yet, something was wrong. Someone tried to present Menegilda with the winning ribbon, but she merely continued to dance. Everyone applauded again, but she showed no signs of stopping. "I think that's enough, dear," someone called, but now there were tears streaming from Menegilda's face, and the assemblage came to understand that she wanted to stop, but could not. Folk rushed to the stage and sought to remove the violet shoes, but they wouldn't come off. Menegilda's feet flew left and right, here and there, but even when she fell into a stupor, the dance continued. At last it stopped, but Menegilda's dancing days were done. The shoes were packed into a box, and it was sealed away, hidden in a dusty corner of a forgotten burrow. Hobbits spoke for a time of Menegilda and the cursed shoes, but eventually the story passed into legend, and folk doubted if it had ever really happened, even as if they feared to speak of it. And that's why hobbits never wear shoes. LOLs! "That's not true! That can't be true!" says Dinadus Boffin. "How do you know?" asks Esmeralda. "It's just rubbish. All these stories are nonsense." Ooh, really? Well, it's interesting you should say that, Dino, whoever you are. Because I went and had a chat with Grombard Foxtail at the Matham House. And he did some digging around, and he found the very same shoes from the story. And here they are. "I don't believe it! That can't be! What? I don't believe it! There's no way those are the same shoes," says Dinadas. Dinadas, whoever he is. "Does anyone want to try them on?" asks Bingo. "I'll do it. I'm not afraid," says Esmeralda. "Esmeralda, are you sure?" asks Priska. "I'm not scared, Mother." Oh boy. He gave her the shoes. She's wearing the shoes. They fit perfectly. And she's dancing. See? Nothing to worry about. Alright, Esmeralda. You should probably take them off now. I can't! I can't stop! No! Esmeralda! Oh no! Saelunil, help her! Oh dear, I have to help her get the shoes off. These cursed shoes! The shoes won't come off! No! No! Esmeralda! It's all true! It's all true! He's running everywhere! And the second he's gone, she stops dancing. Ha ha ha! Did you see that? What fun! What do you think, Saelunil? It seems to me that Esmeralda should try acting at the Frostbluff Theater. That was a convincing performance. I'd say we certainly gave Dino a taste of the season, wouldn't you? I'm sorry, I keep saying his name differently every time. Oh, it's all in good fun. He'll be fine. He just needed a good scare. We wouldn't have carried out this trick if Priska hadn't given her permission, and she thought it might do him some good, just as we did. It's the season for scares, after all. Hooray! Poor Hobbit. He's probably terrified, though. Just saying. Just saying. Let's have a bit of a chat with you, Bingo. Haha, that was great, Saelunil. I think we finally managed to frighten the unfrightenable. The spirit of the scare is still alive and well in the Shire, despite rumor to the contrary. You had better go and check on him. We don't want him falling into any trouble on our account, after all. Dinadus ran off to the northwest. He's probably laughing about it by now, although he'd never admit it. Okay. Let's go find him. I will get on my beautiful war steed, Arondir, and ride through the glorious woods of the Shire. It really is pretty, though. Like, legitimately so pretty. And, of course, I broke my leg. Because that's what I do best. Because I am the klutziest elf in all Middle-earth. Heh! Always have been, too, but, you know. I digress. I digress. Alright, where's that terrified little hobbit? Oh, there he is. You have found a Dinadus Boffin. That was horrible, Saelunil, and very mean. I expect a full apology. You should not go around trying to scare people for no reason. Excuse me. You explained that Bingo believed his cousin might enjoy the Harvest Festival more if he let himself be scared from time to time, and Dinadas flails his arms wildly. Bingo thinks nothing scares me? I have become a victim of my acting skills, Saelunil, and gave too fine a performance. Do you remember when we explored the haunted burrow? I worked so hard to see through the spooky atmosphere and lay it bare as a sham, but deep down I was full of fear. Every bump, every sudden movement, every deep shadow seemed to promise some new form of terror. Foolish Saelunil, I do not fear nothing. I fear everything! Oh dear. That sounds like a problem. That sounds like a problem indeed. Now you know my secret shame, and I trust you will keep it to yourself. It all began some time ago when I offered to walk Celandine Brandybuck back to her home after a dinner party my mother hosted. Celandine was very happy to have the company, but as we began the walk I saw that the hour was much later than I had thought. The night was dark and the shadows were deep, and my blood ran cold at every creepy sound. I knew if I did not do something, Celandine would know me for a coward. Cry disaster! In order to mask my fear, I adopted a brazen attitude and mocked every fear I felt. It was all an act at which I have become all too practiced. Dinadas frowns. Still, Bingo is my cousin, and that was a mean trick for any family member to perform. At any remove... Wait, what? At any remove and no matter the distance. Okay. Speaking of distance, I was on my way back to the green fields when you caught up to me. I turned around because I heard something scary and dropped my pack and ran back this way. Do you think you can retrace my steps to the northwest and find my pack? I don't think I have the courage to go back and look for it. Oh dear, this little hobbit is a coward. And he doesn't want anyone to know. Poor little terrified hobbity. Whoa, the woods suddenly got dark. And what is this? Unnatural blue fires blaze in the darkened wood. Spectral vision. The spectral vision stares past you into the dark space among the trees. When it speaks, the sound reverberates in your ears and sets your teeth on edge. There can be no reparations for the hurt that has been done. In 1 year, all will fear the parting of the wood. None will escape the curse of the eerie acres. Despair and repair to your holes, for none but one will laugh when it is all done. That's a lot of rhyming. The vision stops speaking, and the space between the trees falls silent. All is cold. Weird. And creepy. Hobbitses! There's something legitimately creepy over there. What is going on, Hobbitses? That doesn't seem good. That doesn't seem good at all. Oh dear. Bingo has come here, and he apologized for the trick, and all is well now, and we don't need to discuss the thing that I told you, Saelunil, all right? Good. You give Dinadas his pack. After a moment's thought, you tell him that you saw something unusual nearby. Oh, what? What was it? Actually, perhaps you should tell Cousin Bingo. I don't think I need to hear about it. I don't believe in that sort of rubbish. No, indeed. Oh, dear. I apologized to Dinadas for a scary trick, but I think it did him some good. Now, what has whirled you up into such confusion? You quietly tell Bingo about the spectral vision you saw in the wood, and he looks at you skeptically. Is this a joke or a trick of your own? You really saw this thing? Yeah, I did. What fun! A mysterious apparition appeared in the wood. How delightful! I simply must see it for myself. Let's go, Saelunil. Oh, boy. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, Mr. Hobbity, but I suppose we'll indulge your curiosity. Ooh, it got all dark again. It got very dark again indeed. You know this was the location, but the apparition is gone. It's gone? I'm disappointed, but that just makes me even more curious about it. What's going on here, Saelunil? What does Dinadas think? Perhaps afterwards you can circle around to that building on top of the hill and see some sign of the apparition. There's nothing here. That's even more scary. I don't like this, Saelunil. I mean, it's all nonsense. There was nothing here to begin with, and it's very cruel of you to pretend otherwise. Oh dear. Oh dear. Time to get on my war steed and climb this hill. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Let's see if we can find out where the ghost thingy went. The apparition, whatever it is. That thing. Oh my. There's the ruins, but I don't see anything. You see nothing unusual on the approach to the ruined building. Hi, Eric! He just jumped in my lap again. You stand atop the ruin, but see no sign of the spectral apparition. Yee-haw! Ow. Broke my leg again. Guys! I'm always breaking my leg. Always breaking my poor leg. You didn't see anything? I'm not surprised. Whatever was here, it clearly does not want to be seen again. I wonder why. My mind is full of questions, Saelunil. This is truly an autumnal mystery. I need some time to think it over. I will meet you back at the party tree. This wood has become very spooky, and while Dinadas might not fear anything, I have to confess that this place has given me the chills. I love it! Hobbits. But perhaps we should head back to Hobbiton all the same. I don't understand people who enjoy being scared, really. Like, generally speaking, it confuses me, but, you know. To each their own, and hey, if that's your thing, that's your thing. You do you. You do you. Right, Eric? Yes. He's so cute and fluffy, and he's attacking my shirt. Goodness. I'm going along at a snail's pace because of my poor broken horse leg. Oh dear. Oh dear. Any day now. Okay, good. We're not broken anymore. We're gonna make it, guys. We're gonna make it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. The party tree should be just up ahead here. Looks like it. Hobbiton. Bag End. Party tree. There we go. Whee! Did I break my leg again? Well, I'll be darned, I didn't. Miracle. Hey, bingo. I am very excited about this autumnal mystery, Saelunil. I have read many scary stories, and they always delight my imagination, but I have never been involved in one myself. Tell me once again what the ghostly fellow had to say. You recount the words of the spectral vision. There can be no reparations for the hurt that has been done. In 1 year, all will fear the parting of the wood. None will escape the curse of the eerie acres. Despair and repair to your holes, for none but one will laugh when it is all done. Do I have that right? I have to admit that I do not know what any of this means, Saelunil, but it sounds to me like we have a year to figure it out. I will do some thinking. It sounds to me as if next year's Harvest Festival might be something, though. I can't wait, but I guess I must. Ooh, and I just got 24 Fall Festival tokens, you guys. Yay! And before we end this, I am going to be doing these quests here in the Shire.
Hello there.
The Troves.
Might I speak with you a moment?
The Troves and Trickery quest. Because I have a walkthrough up on a different monitor because I'm a cheater. Actually, because I don't want to be here 100 years. And I don't remember where all the hobbits are off the top of my head. The Fall Festival is one of my favorite times of the year, Saelunil. One of our fondest traditions is the game of Troves and Trickery. If you wish to play, wander amongst the hobbits. Some will give you some clues as to the tricks they would like to see, then you perform them. If you succeed in pleasing them all, return here and I will reward you. What do you say to that? I say, okay! Now, let me see. The hobbits that I can do this to will have a blue quest marker over their heads. Let's see, the first one is going to be in a gazebo just southwest of the stable in Hobbiton, apparently. Okay. So I'm going to get on my horse and we'll head over there. In a gazebo just southwest of the stable in Hobbiton. Okay. Alrighty, the stable is not far from here at all. Oh, there's one also not far from the bridge over here as well. Here's this one. Let's see what you want.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Don't you just hate when you see a creeping, crawling thing, and then suddenly your skin crawls for the next hour? Why, just that very thing happened to me. I saw a spider, and now I'm shuddering all over. The hobbit is tickled by your trick. I shivered. Yay. Alright, so I got that one done. Let's see. Where's the next hobbity hobbit? Hobbity, 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 hobbit. There should be another hobbit not far from the stable. Okay, it said that he's over at a gazebo. Okay, there's the gazebo. He or she, I don't know. That would be a she. Good thing I corrected myself. Alright, what do you want, hobbit? I'm so stuffed, I don't know what to do. I've had 5 meals in a row and a fair amount to drink as well. I'd love to eat more, but I'm not sure there's room. What should I do? Burp. The hobbit is delighted by your trick and follows suit. Lols. Alrighty, the next one. There should be somebody fishing. Let's see, where's the fishing person? On a dock just east of the Bywater Bridge. Okay. East, huh? Okay, so they'll be over this way. On a dock east of the Bywater Bridge. Okay? I just looked into my lap and Eric is being the cutest thing in existence. I'll have to put a picture of him somewhere. I'll post more of him on social media. How's that? Follow me on Twitter and Facebook if you want to see my kitten. I'd better catch a fish soon. I've been here all day and I haven't seen so much as a fin. I would give anything to see a fish right now. Any fish at all. I'm about to lose my temper. Tantrum. The hobbit is delighted by your trick. Yay! Alright, and then the last one is near Lobelia Sackville Baggins at Baghant. Oh my gosh, it's hard to say words, you guys. I've been talking so long, it's hard to speak. I'm gonna get a quick drink of water here. Refreshing cool water. Alrighty. Don't get stuck on the lantern, hopefully, please. More fireworks are going off. I hear them going kaboom. Alrighty. Where's the hobbity? There's the last hobbity. Oh, wow. That is some view, you guys. Wow. Huh.
Good day.
If you don't mind me saying, this is embarrassing. Well, your clothes around the backside, they're not quite fitting right. You might want to do something about that. Oh dear. The hobbit is tickled by your trick. Oh, wow. I want to get a screenshot here because this is the most gorgeous thing ever. I mean, whoa. Just look at this, you guys. There we go. We'll do it from this angle. Oh, yes. Very, very nice. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Gosh, it's so pretty. The fall festival is in full swing. And it is so gorgeous. So gorgeous. You can see the people running around down there by the party tree. And then the sunset. Just, wow. Just, there's no words other than that. It's just glorious. I like it a lot. And now let's talk to Egbert Duke. And I broke my leg. Because of course, I broke my leg. Owie! Why am I always breaking my legs?
Hello there.
This is splendid, terrific, wonderful! You have done such a good job. Maybe too good of a job. I don't know how my tricks will ever top yours. Hooray! Hello, High Elf Guardian Lady. Alright, let's see how many tokens we've got. Whoa, I've got 73 now. Yay! That's awesome! And somebody is screaming over there. Good to know. Where's my doggo? There's their doggo. Okay, there's my doggo. Let's have a chat with this hobbit and get me my new festival clothes.
Good day. How may I help you?
You may help me, my dear hobbit lass. But let's see, first of all, I use that. I'm gonna put that right there. Let's see, let's trade for the dress. Okay. And also for the cloak. Cool. And now, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's put it up on this one here, outfit number 4, to replace it. Gosh, it's so pretty. Whoa. So pretty. So very pretty. I love it. Alright, let's change Saelunil's outfit here. Wait, no, wrong button. There we go. Here's her new festival outfit, you guys. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Wow. Oops, wow. I love it. I really love it. It looks so, so good. Especially appropriate for the high elves and the elves in general. But yeah, I really, really like this outfit. It looks so good. It looks so very good. Why are the dogs merging? Why are the dogs merging? That was slightly terrifying. Lols. But yeah, so that is the fall festival, you guys. There's a little bit more that one can do here. But I think that this is a good point to wind this up. If you guys really want to see more parts, let me know. And I will be seeing you all later. And for now, end screen! Alright you guys, so I'm going to be ending this video here. I hope that you've all enjoyed it. Please be sure to give it a like and to use the links on screen in order to subscribe to my channel, support my Patreon campaign, and to watch another one of my videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all in my next video.